Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. It is August 28th, 2021, Saturday afternoon. I hope you guys are having a great weekend so far. I decided to hop on here and make this video because there's a couple things that dawned on me this week after we saw AMC pretty much get crushed over the last 3 days. Matt and Trey went on to Charles Payne's show on Thursday to talk about what's going on with AMC. And I was thinking to myself, why is it that the only person in all of mainstream media, all the different channels there are that talk about business and cover the economy and cover Wall Street, why is it the only person we can get to consistently bring on and air our opinions and our beliefs is Charles Payne on Fox Business? Besides the fact that there's been two short, brief interviews, one with Melissa Lee and one with the other guy there on MSNBC that had Trey on. Besides that, the only person really that's been covering this is Charles Payne, and he's been rooting for us. And then on Thursday night, I saw something on Tim Pool's podcast at nighttime, his YouTube podcast, and I think it dawned on me of what exactly is going on here. And it just kind of helped bring it to light more, which leads to the greater thing of why hasn't AMC squeezed yet? How are they continuing to short this stock and trade it in dark pools and use naked shorts and algorithmic trading to keep this stock down? As hard as we fight, we haven't even gotten close to where we were 3 months ago. Although we've done a great job keeping it in the 30s and 40s, we haven't come close again to 60s or 70s in almost 3 months. But before I get way too ahead of myself,
cue the speeder.
And you just said that on camera. This going viral.
Guys, thank you so much for crushing it and getting me to 1,000 subscribers. If I haven't earned your subscription yet, this is the way.
so in case you happen to miss it, on Wednesday, Trey and Matt got on Charles Payne, and the last question that he posed to them was about Gary Gensler doing something about this manipulation that's going on right now in the stock market with AMC and GME. And I'm just going to roll that clip real quick.
And let me go to Matt real quick on this, on Gensler. Matt, do you think Gary Gensler is going to do more than just give the lip service?
I very much hope he does. And as communities like ours, we get a louder and louder voice and microphones such as your show, it's going to be hard to ignore us as much as they've been doing lately. So fingers crossed, and I'm hoping for the best, but preparing for the worst.
Yeah, I would urge the apes to never stop pushing. Listen, everyone has different ways of doing and investing in the market. I have my own way. None are guaranteed. None are perfect. But have your voices heard. Do not give up on making sure you get a level playing field. That's my message to you. I appreciate you both, Matt, Trey.
So, as always, hell of a job by those two. I mean, again, I'm going to keep saying it over and over again until I'm blue in the face. The fact that these two guys, along with like Keenan and a couple other people, have continued to come out here and to voice our disgust, I think would be the right word, with the level of manipulation that's going on in the stock market right now. You couldn't ask for a better group of people. So shout out to those guys because they crushed it as usual. And that kind of leads me to what was said on Thursday night on Tim Pool's podcast. And in case you missed it, I'm going to play the clip for you. And this was a real eye-opener for me. I mean, just being able to cover this story for the last 9 months of this journey we've been on, a lot of things have come to my attention that are seriously wrong with Wall Street and the stock market and the Fed and the media and the government, and how everybody is in cahoots against retail and Main Street. So I'm going to pull up Tim Pool's podcast, and this was from August 25th. It's got 300,000 views, 20,000 upvotes, and 200 downvotes. And the clip is about 19 minutes long. He's with Steve Bannon, And the clip is entitled, Elon Musk tweets bizarre quote about the end of the world. History may be repeating. Wait a second. That's not the tweet I'm talking about. Who is doing the editing on this channel? Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, this is the one. And he's quoting from The Guns of August, which was a book about World War I and the end of civilized society, basically, and how more people were killed between 1914 and 1980 than any other time period in the world. But that doesn't really have anything to do with what's about to be said. But you don't have to hear it from me. Roll the film. Roll it.
Don't you remember, or I don't know if you can actually remember, the feeling of being totally disassociated from politics and what was going on, and you just watched football, you went to the bar, you had pizza? Wasn't that warm, fuzzy feeling where you'd wake up and just do your routine? It's all gone, isn't it?
It's a fourth turning. That's a pre-fourth turning. This is what a fourth turning is. We're in the maelstrom right now.
It's the ignorance. Yeah. You were basking in the bliss of ignorance, and more
That's
people,
where they want you to be. Right. Remember, that, most of what's happened, this is what's so powerful. I want to go back to the apes and why they hate the apes so much. What are the apes doing that's so bad? They're buying American companies and holding the stocks. Okay, they're racist, they're nativists, they're market manipulators, they're everything. The press beats on these people all day. You know why? Because they're crowdsourcing knowledge. Yep. They want you to be an idiot. They want you to look at the pro wrestling and think about it a second. All the major events that have really happened, 9/11, the war in Iraq, the financial implosion in 2008, the market, these things. How at the time that you go back and look at what was covered on cable TV, it's all pro wrestling. In the foreground, they want you distracted. Not just with entertainment, but even the stuff they say is serious politics is all pro wrestling. It doesn't matter. Where the power things, that's what this Bloomberg article, we got to get to, read it, $838 million an hour. Okay, $4 trillion, and that hadn't even started, and it's not going to get reversed unless you throw down hard and reverse it. You ever hear about the debt ceiling? They don't want you to know about that. They don't want you to know that you have the power to say no. They want you to be an idiot.
Did you know the U.S. is liquidating its assets to try and cover costs because of the debt ceiling?
Okay, we talked about the debt ceiling. We're the only show I think that picked up. Even the business press didn't.
So if you guys get a chance, go back, watch this 20-minute clip here. It's just a piece of the 2-hour interview that they did. They talked all about everything that's going on in the market right now with the economy itself in the U.S. and how they are trying to dumb everything down. And that's when it dawned on me, and I said, you know what? You're right. The elites, all these people in the media, all these people in the government, they are... And major market makers and the hedge funds, they have all become rich off this. So the question remains, what is in it for them? Why would they go to bat for retail, for Main Street? Why would they go to bat for the apes? We are here because we are not conforming, right? We are putting up a fight against this. And like Charles said, you got to keep fighting to level this playing field because it's been uneven for so long. But why would mainstream media, why would Janet Yellen, why would Gary Gensler, all these people who are been made rich from this, who are just extensions of each other, why would they go to bat for us? And that's why Charles Payne is the only one out there, because we're not going to affect Charles Payne. We're going to affect the whole corrupt system that has been working behind the scenes against the little guy. And like the quote said from Tesla in the beginning, you know, we are a new idea. We are trying to change things for the better. And the establishment does not want to see that happen. So as this fight goes on, guys, just realize that there'll be a lot of lip service. There'll be a lot of talking. But all these rules that have gone into place, the DTCC rulings, has it done anything? No. We've seen no improvement so far. It's almost like the hedge funds are just sticking their nose up in the air. Like, you can go ahead and file anything you want. We're going to still continue to trade in the dark pools. Go ahead, Gary. Keep talking about it. You're not going to do anything about it. And I know a lot of you guys out there are going to stick with this program, as will I. I think it's just really important that we don't get discouraged by the price action so much, and realize how much power we can wield right now if we stick together and try to eliminate the bad actors that are causing this discrepancy between the 1% and the 99%. We are the Occupy Wall Street of 2008. We're just doing it a little different. We're not marching on Wall Street. We're not outside picketing and setting up camps and stuff like that. We're doing it with the spreading of knowledge and the spreading of information through social media, through YouTube and Reddit, and doing DD and uncovering all of this manipulation that's going on and the bad actors that are employing it. All right, guys, so that's all I've got for this afternoon. I'm thinking I'm going to do another video tonight about the government and their take on this, because it's not just mainstream media that's shutting us out. There's a whole nother aspect to this that we're not really talking too much about. And doing some digging, I found some interesting things. So stay tuned for that. If you want to like the video, that would be great. If you want to subscribe to the channel, turn on your alerts, because nobody's getting the videos. But I think it's important that we just keep up the momentum with this. And I appreciate all of you who are out there supporting my channel. Thank you so much. This is Ape Nation. I'm the Macedonian, and I'm out.